Canberra Tower, Alpha Hotel Uniform, runway 12 at Charlie 1, ready.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, Canberra Tower, line up and wait, runway 12.
Line up and wait, runway 12, Alpha Hotel Uniform.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, runway 12, climb to 4,500, clear for takeoff, make a right turn.
Clear for takeoff, runway 12, climb to 4,500 and right turn, Alpha Hotel Uniform. T-speed is green, airspeed is active. Positive rate of climb, gear up. And flaps are up.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, contact approach 125.9.
Okay, approach 125.9, Alpha Hotel Uniform. Canberra approach, good morning, Alpha Hotel Uniform. On climb to 4,500, squawking 0360.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, approach identified, maintain 4,500, verify level.
Maintain 4,500, passing 3,500, Alpha Hotel Uniform.
Alpha Hotel Uniform. Alpha Hotel Uniform, if you wish to climb to your planned level, I'll either need to vector you slightly north of track until about 15 miles west of Canberra, or you can maintain 4,500 until that 15 west, and then I'll have further climb advice.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, thanks. I'll just maintain 4,500 until ready.
Alpha Hotel Uniform, roger.
Estimating narrowing at 0.
X114, Melbourne Centre, squawk 4350, is no report dive traffic.
Code 4350, X114.
Okay, good morning everybody. It's about 5 to 8 on Wednesday the 5th of April. I'm flying to Swan Hill via Tumen. I've passed Tumen already, about 210 miles. The reason I've got this on is just to show you the autopilot hold on this thing. I've tried to adjust the gain on the pitch servos, but it gets this sort of sinusoidal sort of movement action happening. It's going up 8,540, then it sort of comes down to 8,480, so it's plus or minus 60 feet, but it's sort of doing this number, and I haven't been able to work out how to stop that. If I increase the gain, it'll just do it faster. If I decrease the gain, it'll just do it slower. And in fact, when it is slower, the altitude difference is a lot greater. In fact, when I was going to Yarrawonga last year, it was plus or minus 300 feet. So I'm a bit of a loss to work it out. I don't mind it, but if I have a passenger in here, they'll be sick in about 10 or 15 minutes. It just goes yip, 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 and yeah, not too good. So anyway, I might have a word to the guys up in Bankstown, Pacific Coast, I think they're called. Anyway, they're apparently the Garmin experts, and they may be able to help me out a little bit, because it is annoying. When I went to Perth, I just accepted the low gain and just sort of did this, you know, all the way over. I didn't really notice that, except of course that it was going up and down 200-300 feet at a time. Right now, I'm just passing over the Hume Highway, just a little bit south of a place called Tarcutta, and my track will take me, I'm going Tumut direct to Swan Hill. I went from Canberra to Tumut, and then Tumut to Swan Hill, because there's a restricted airspace in Canberra, and I have to go slightly north to keep around that. That's a Tidbin Villa tracking station. And a good friend of mine's a manager there, Ed Cruisins, Dr. Ed. G'day, Dr. Ed, if you're watching this. Now my track, as I mentioned before, will take me from Tumut just over Tarcutta, which I've just passed, and over the Rock, which is slightly southwest of Wagga. It's a rock, that's why it's called the Rock, and people go down there and climb it. When I was posting to Wagga, we went down there and had a look at it. And then from the Rock, it's pretty much featureless terrain over Yarrawonga, Jerilderie, just north of Deniliqua, and then into Swan Hill. Looking forward to another airport on my under my belt, I meant to say. And I'm currently tazzing out at 190 with a ground speed of 176, slight headwind obviously, and got about an hour to run, 202 nautical miles to go, 1 hour and 8 minutes to be precise, and I'll be there. Now from Swan Hill, it's a flight to Yarrawonga to pick up my covers, as I mentioned before. So anyway, you've seen this sort of number, so yeah, if anyone out there has any tips, I would be most appreciative of them. Anyway, you have a good day. I'll put it back on again approaching Swan Hill so you can see my atrocious landing.